Alrighty, chat, we're officially live and back. What is happening, chat? What is happening? Let me send a link to this shit. Let me send a link to this beautiful live stream that we got happening. Hold up. Hold up, 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 hold up. Come on. On. Okay. Share. Copy. Discord. Oh. Everyone. Control V. Boom. Alright. Okay. Okie dokie. Alrighty. Alrighty. Yeah, live it. And I'm a veteran. Maybe so bitty, I bro. I don't know. And then I'll gonna be lasting. Alrighty, let's just do a post for Instagram, huh? Let's do a post for Instagram, chat. Let's look fresh as fuck. Let's do it. Let's look serious, ready? Let's do serious. This is a serious face, chat. That's where it's at. That's where it's at, baby. And then we want to go like that. Boom. 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 Share. Bang. Bang. And like that. Boom. And share. And done. And we're done. And we're done. And we're done a room. Whoops. And yo, Draco, how you doing, bro? Is that you, G? Is that you from Discord? Is that you, G? Is that you? Is that you, my brother? Is that you, my brother? How'd you find me? Yes, sir. Let's fucking go, bro. Let's fucking go. Yeah, bro. Good news. Draco. Me and Trey Livin are collaborating very soon. Has you been speaking about me? How'd you find me? Tell me the story, briefly. How'd you find me? How'd you find me? How'd you find me? We're supposed to be collaborating soon, next week. I'm just curious, how did that all sort of come about? Yes, sir, I sure did. Next week, yes, sir. Next week. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna make it happen. Yeah, I interviewed him. Yeah, I know. We're getting a part 2. Don't you worry. It's gonna be fire. All right. I wanted to react to this a little bit because this is quite ironic, right? The whole Musk versus Piker. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Who really cares? Does anyone care about this? What y'all doing on the stream next week? You wait and see. It's a surprise. I don't get this. Like, who cares? Elon, you should be putting rockets into space, right? Even though space in you know, us going to the moon is fake. But hey, you can live in your fantasy, and no one cares about Hassan. You know, you do you. Like, no one gives a fuck about that. I just don't understand how this is all viral and people really care about this. It's fucking insane, chat. Insane. But this is the state of the internet. No way Hassan going against Elon Musk. I know, bro. Why is Elon Musk, a fucking billionaire, worrying about this guy? This guy is insignificant on his radar, but yet he cares. Draco, yet he cares. And by the way, Draco, I go live this time wherever it is in Michigan. This is every day time I go live, so you make sure you be here. I know it might be late for you, but you make sure you be here, G. But yeah, like, no one gives a fuck about this guy, man. Alrighty. Hawk Tour. I thought we were going to leave her, chat. I thought we were going to leave her. I thought we were going to leave her in 2024, but hey, she back. Let's watch this video. She makes a return. I want to see what this is about, you know? It could be good. It could be good, you know? She scammed her fans. She seems like a genuine person, you know? She seems like a genuine person. Not. Let's watch it.
Breaking news. Haley Welch has been shot this evening. Haley Welch dead. The Hawk Tour girl has died.
Look at that face. Is this attractive? Is that attractive to you guys? Is this how she's going to be famous? Do you find this attractive, chat? You find this attractive? I sure as hell don't.
Ooh.
Oh, my bad. Breaking news. The Hawk Tour girl is not missing. She's pregnant.
12 out of 10. I'd give her a solid 2. 2. The actual truth behind Hawk Tour.
Oh my god! Ooh.
What's going on with that Hawk Tour chick? She going to jail?
Anywho, do I get a phone call?
The Hawk Tour girl. No one knows finance quite like Miss Tour.
Haley, get your ass up. We got stuff to do.
Can she just, like, stay off the internet, brother and sisters in a chat? Can't we have freedom? Is that not allowed? Can we not have freedom from this woman? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, man? You know what I mean? It's just like, bro. Insanity. Insanity, chat. But hey, we've got a lot to get through. We've got a lot to get through, chat. We've got a lot to get through. Alrighty. Medine. This is a setup. Let's see what he's about. Let's see if he's got that. He's got that energy.
My man, Brez pulling up. Oi, I'm on time. I'm gonna line you up. This, that.
Yeah.
But I'm always on that electric bike.
I like the shirt. Who, his shirt or my shirt? I mean, this is just a normal Under Armour shirt, but hey, man, I appreciate the love.
So they can't catch me. That electric thing.
What the fuck? Appreciate it, man.
Modine, I'm here because I'm chatting to this girl on a date. Yeah, I can handle a grilling. Grilling? Claire, do you want to do it again? No, I can't lie. I don't do the dating thing that much. bare things like they would make me pay for bare stuff. And
What do I think of Mizzy? Mizzy? Why does it sound familiar? UK prankster. Draco, if you want me to react to stuff, put it in the Discord. Put in Discord. If you want me to react to pranksters and stuff, whatever videos you want, bro, there's a suggestion section, reactions and suggestions. Put it in there and I start adding those things into my my segments for future streams, bro. I got you. I got you. Alrighty. Am I feeling the energy on this one? You know what? Fuck it. We're going here. We're going here. We're going to this one now.
Nick is my Baptist Christian friend.
What are your
Alrighty. I ask Christians controversial questions. Let's see how these Christians
thoughts?
take
Why
it.
do you believe the gifts have stopped?
Bible says when they were speaking in tongues, everyone heard it in their own language. It was never gibberish. Why didn't Pentecostals not go to cancer ward and just heal everyone?
Nick and I are always going to have that little beef between us, which is cool.
My new Christian clothing company, Sacred Providence, and there's a range called GWC, which is Gym Work Church. We're going to be doing a photo shoot, guys. Really great book called God's Medicine Bottle, written by a guy called Derek Prince. He meditated on this verse. He was completely healed in 3 months.
Like, God doesn't hate gay people. We love you. We want to welcome you, into God's kingdom.
Everything that can take place in like a heterosexual Christian relationship, I don't see why it would be different in a gay one.
Yo, what is good, everybody? Sorry if I sound weird. I've got this thing in my mouth. Today's a big day. Today we're actually doing a photo shoot for my new Christian clothing company, Sacred Providence, and there's a range called GWC, which is about if you're a Christian going through health problems like I personally am right now. There's a really great book called God's Medicine Bottle, written by a guy called Derek Prince, who was a British soldier, and I think it was World War II. He basically was diagnosed with a skin condition that was sort of incurable. While he was in hospital, all he could do was study the Bible, and he came across a chapter in Proverbs 4:20-22, and I'll put the verse right here. And basically when he read it, he
My son, attend to my words. Incline thine ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thine eyes. Keep them in the midst of thine heart. For they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. Powerful stuff, chap. Powerful stuff.
Felt the Holy Spirit prompt him to tell him that this was God telling him that God promises his children healing in the Bible. He meditated on this verse, he believed this verse, and he kind of like declared this verse over his life. And lo and behold, this incurable skin condition he had for over a year, he was completely healed in 3 months. I've been going through crazy health problems that have just come up randomly in the last couple years. The trick is, after each meal, so 3 times a day, I speak this verse over my life. What I do is I pretend like I'm taking a pill, which is the Bible, and consuming it and swallowing it with water. And I'm just saying, guys, there is power in the word. So if you guys are going through health struggles like I am, I ask you to increase your faith and believe that God can miraculously heal you through his power and through your belief, but it does require a lot of faith. So tell me how you go, guys. I'm going to be trying it for the next few weeks. And yeah, I'll see you at the next location. All right, so we have just arrived out.
Interesting. Interesting perspective. Chat, do you believe God can heal you? Do you believe in God? What's your perception of God? Do you believe that... I want to ask a serious question for all you guys. I'm a Christian, but I want to ask a serious question. Do you believe, when you tell yourself God's going to heal you, God's going to, do these things? Do you think that he gives us power and the imagination to be able to heal ourselves? Or do you think it's God doing it himself? Obviously, byproduct of God making us the way he is. The way, we are. We would be able to heal ourselves. So he still, byproducts still helped us anyway. But do you believe we have the ability to heal ourselves? Or do you believe it's God healing us? Me personally, I believe in God or religion, but I respect everyone's beliefs. Okay, that's fair, Draco. That's fair. So you don't believe in God. So you'd be under the perception that you can heal yourself. Okay. That's an interesting opinion. Okay. I respect that. I respect that. What about you, Jamone? Are you in here? Do you believe that, do you think God heals us, or do you think we heal ourselves? I believe it's God, all power to him. That's interesting. I have an interesting perspective. I think that there's a lot of verses and actual scripture in the Bible that actually speaks to us in a way where we do have the ability to, but I love that you're a devout Christian, you've got discipline. I'm not a devout Christian, I would never say that. Am I trying to be? I'm going to aim to that? Yeah, I'm making changes in my life as we speak to try and come closer to God. I had an interesting conversation today with my father about life and what I'm doing. And, you know, sometimes in life you really have to make sure what you're doing is right. You know, what stands with you. Because, you know, in your relationship with God, are you losing yourself? Because if you're losing yourself, you're losing your connection with God. So I had an interesting conversation with him. But back to what I was saying, there's verses in the Bible where it talks about how you can manifest, you can use your imagination, which what God gave us, to pray to him, to talk to him, to make our lives better. And I believe that complex of imagination and manifestation and placebo, I believe God gave us all those gifts, but I believe, yes, we do that. With prayer, you're obviously connected to him. I'm not denying that. But I believe that he has given us the ability to do whatever we want. He gives us free will. So the whole thing with him healing us, I believe that he's given us the ability to either heal ourselves or to allow us to become fat, to become, you know, sick, to become unhealthy. I believe he gives us free will. So I believe, this is my belief, I believe that God has given us the ability to where we can choose where we want to go. We choose our destiny and we choose our health. That sounds crazy, but I believe it's true. I believe your health is a representation of you and how you feel about yourself and your relationship with God. That's my opinion on it. I don't think God necessarily does it. Oh, of course, we have free will. We can do what we want whenever we want. Exactly. But I believe he's given us that power to be able to heal ourselves via our imagination, by manifestation, and by health. I believe he's given us the ability to do however they want. Does he reward us? Do you get gifts? Do you get, fortunes? Of course. I believe that too. I think he rewards people that, that do those things. But at the same time, like I said, it's a double-edged sword sort of thing. It's all within our control and how we sort of handle it. But yeah, let's go back to the video. Let's keep it going, you know? And that's what I tried to do, Draco. I know you're new, and I hope to see you in every stream. I want to see you in here. I want to see you more active in the community. I'm just trying to elevate everyone. Is there some funny moments? Hell yeah. There's some fucking crazy moments, you know? There's some viral moments. But there's also time for seriousness and there's time for value, and that's what I try to bring. That's what differentiates me. I'm not just a guy that screams in the camera just for fun. I scream at the camera to help you, you know, to help each other, to make a difference. So, yeah, that's my spiel. That's my spiel, chat! That's my motherfucking spiel!
Sorry, Nick's house. So Nick is my Baptist Christian friend, and he's also my videographer. And he has some interesting things to say about this topic of gifts and healing, physical healing, because Baptist denomination think of it completely different from what many of us Christians do. So I'm gonna surprise him by asking the question. I'm gonna put him on the spot. So let's see what he says.
Way! Nick, and then this is whoa. This is Justin, my editor. This is our new camera, guys. We're gonna flip over to this one in a second. Actually, we'll do it now. 1 sec. Wait, how do I do a transition? Like a cool one.
Man.
Okay, so how do I do a transition?
So I get to go transition to this camera, so it'll be like.
Alright, so I'm just with Nick. As I said, Nick, to the viewers, I'm going to put you on the spot about something. So we're just talking about how I've had a bit of a, fried time the last few months with my health. And there's actually this book called God's Medicine Bottle, where in Proverbs 4:20-22, I'll put the verse here. But it kind of like, in the book, it promises.
My son, attend to my words, incline thy ear unto my savings. Let them not depart from thine eyes. Keep them in the midst of thine heart. For they are life for those that find them, and all health from the flesh.
Promises God's children that they have access to healing. And I know you Baptists think differently about healing and all these sorts of things. So what are your thoughts and why do you believe the gifts have stopped?
They say speaking in tongues, right? Pentecostals believe in speaking in tongues. And what they do is, Pentecostals, they speak gibberish. The Bible says when they were speaking in tongues, everyone heard it in their own language. It was never gibberish. The disciples were raising people from the dead and they were healing people. But I have not seen one Pentecostal raise someone from the dead. And if I were to say to a Pentecostal right now, heal my back, I've got a sore back, guarantee nothing will happen.
And there's also a verse I think that I've heard from Baptists, like it's 1 Corinthians where it says tongues and gifts and prophecies will cease when it is.
Let's go to that verse. Love never fails, but whether there are prophecies, they will fail. Wherever there are tongues, they will cease. Where there is knowledge, it will vanish away. For we impart and we prophesy in part, but when that which is perfect has come, then that is the part will be done away.
It's 1 Corinthians where it says tongues and gifts and prophecies will cease when it is perfect, but I think Baptists take when it is perfect as when the Bible was created, but others, like me personally, I take it as like Jesus' second coming.
The disciples could heal anyone on the spot, right? Why didn't Pentecostals not go to like the cancer ward and just heal everyone? All that matters is if you're born again, because we're all the same body of Christ.
That is the main thing.
Pentecostals, yes, I love you, my Christian brothers and sisters, and we'll find out the truth when we die.
So as you guys can tell...
Very true. It's very true. And that's the difference between all the different denominations. And Draco, I want to say something to you if you're still in the chat. I don't define myself as a necessarily a Christian or religious man. I'm a follower of Christ. I follow what the Bible says, not what any fucking church says. I don't want to hear what your church says. I don't want to hear about your rituals and customs. It makes society better, cool. But that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to get closer with God. So don't try and tell me that I need to do this and I need to do that if it's not in the book. Don't, because it ain't happening. And that's my mentality. Just go away. Just stop. I don't want to hear it. Okay? If it's not in the Bible, go away.
Oh, that is a big debate between mainly Baptists. I'm not sure what other denominations don't believe in these things. I've personally seen many healings and miracles, including on myself. For example, one of the biggest healings I've had is I was healed from OCD through deliverance. And I think that I can't deny the power of God and the power of Jesus.
Okay, I'll have a look at it. Draco, I promise I'll have a look after this video. I like your perspective a lot. I appreciate that. And I'm just real. I'm just keeping it a buck. And I evolve and I change. Like, bro, I give a lot of credit. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something from the heart. Okay. I'm gonna give a lot of credit to my dad because obviously I reflect a lot myself, but I also reflect, with my father. I have a conversation with him. I say, this is what's happening. What do you think? I get a different perspective because the biggest thing, if you can find someone in your life that can give you a good outside perspective, it will make you a lot less closed-minded, and it will also help you be able to come to your own conclusions because you have a different lens looking in, a different perspective. Because if you're always just thinking about your perspective and how you think, you could become closed-minded and you can make mistakes. If you can have an older person that can give you advice, they can help you if it's from a general place of heart. And that's when my father comes in. My father gives me a lot of good advice because he comes from a place of being genuine. He loves and cares about me. So when he gives me advice, it comes from a place of protecting me and also, wanting to help me and make sure that I live a good life. So, when I have conversations with him, it's able to help me, So that's the thing. You should never, ever be closed-minded, but at the same time, be careful because people can also, take advantage of you. That's true. We gotta be open to all perspectives so we can avoid closed-mindedness. Yeah, exactly. Because if you're closed-minded, you're never going to win. And, that's where you make mistakes. The most closed-minded people make mistakes. When people give you advice from a place of genuine love, it can help you. You can avoid mistakes, avoid things. Obviously, you got to learn things yourself. You're going to make mistakes. But if there's an offer for advice, take it. If it's from a place of experience and actual genuine love, fucking take it. Because if you can avoid some less mistakes, you can move forward with your life. You can actually be a lot more ahead than a lot of other people. So never forget that.
Is through spiritual affliction, which I believe that Baptists don't know too much.
And again, I don't believe in all these things of what they're saying. That's fine. If he believes in it, that's cool. I'm not going to knock him. He can believe this if he wants. You know, I'm not gonna hate on him if this is what he wants to believe. That's fine. You know, I'm not gonna hate on him for it. But you know, agree to disagree. This is the whole point of having your own consciousness and your own mind, and you know what you want to do in life.
Nick and I always
we're individuals.
gonna have that little beef between us, which is cool. But yeah, what do you guys think? You guys mention in the comments what your thoughts are on healings and miracles and gifts and prophecies and tongues and all these things.
All right, we have just arrived at the Sacred Providence GWC photo shoot. We have, introduce yourself.
I'm Jazz. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Jazz.
What's your name?
Surfer Bailey.
Manly scientist Bailey. What's your name? Emma. And we got Krishna. Bro, me and this guy used to live together. We used to do everything together.
Done like some stuff in the bathtub. Like I don't know why I turned.
Long story short, we're doing a photo shoot today. And this is the produce guys, the outfit. So we have a GWC jumper. We have some track pants here.
Bro, it's floaty.
I'm only going to show them a few things, all right? But what are your thoughts on the range that I've shown you online?
I think it's pretty basic, you know.
So the door's over there.
No, it's really cool. I love the mission. I love what you're doing with it. Like it's more than clothes, you know. The clothes are good. Yeah, they're nice. I've seen Bailey wear them and it looked good, and I saw you wear them, so they fashionable. But yeah, I like the story.
All right, we're gonna get to the shoot. We'll do a montage and see you guys soon.
I gotta get in there and drop merch, but hey man, I'm not here to see men get clothed. No offense, man. I appreciate you. Make sure to go check out his merch if you care. Not trying to be rude, but yeah, I'm out.
So, give us the inspiration for the range. Like, where did it come from?
I think simplicity. So making sure that we came out with products that you can wear kind of like casually, but also to the gym. We wanted to make something that sort of like represented both of that.
Have you explained what?
Bro, this boy's wearing... Bro, you gotta wear your merch from day one. Why are you wearing an industry shirt, man? What are you doing, bro? As soon as I have this on hangers, I'm wearing this every day. I'm promoting the living shit out of this. You know what I mean? What are you doing?
Sacred Providence is?
In a very simple form means God's divine guidance over everything that happens and that he's in control of everything as well. So it was very, I guess, personal to me because my whole life
that's good.
You know, the past 3 years since becoming a Christian, God's been guiding me through everything I'm doing. We got a bunch of shirts, singlets, you know, more minimalistic styles, crop hoodies. We have a few hoodies. We're going to be coming out with a lot more stuff as well. So
covers, I saw that. Smart.
Merchandise shoot.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, this is Justin. So guys, just want to introduce you. This is Justin, my full-time editor. Hi. This is Nick.
Director.
And Baptist as well, as you saw before. Actually, make sure you guys subscribe to Nick's channel. He does a lot of, what's your niche? Like conspiratorial Christian content where it's like Revelations style content with like the vaccine.
He speaks the truth, lad.
He speaks the truth, so go support him. You're gonna start selling some merch, aren't you, soon?
Yeah, my first shirt coming out, it's gonna say unvaxxed and under it, pure blood. And if you're vaccinated, you're not invited to wear it.
So we're gonna go get some food, guys.
Damn, bro.
And I just wanted to ask you guys a quick question. There's a festival.
Sucks all the vaccinated people out, man. Gosh,
in
damn.
Sydney called the Mardi Gras Festival. And it's actually an LGBTQ festival, which we actually may film at and do a documentary in 2 days' time. Like, what do you guys think about LGBTQ people also being Christian?
HDMI PS5.
Christian, what are your thoughts?
I don't know what like the Bible says on it. I see no reason why there can't be an overlap between the two communities. They're very separated things. Religion is like one facet of your life, romance is another, and then obviously with like Christianity, like abstaining until marriage, things like that. That everything that can take place in like a heterosexual Christian relationship, I don't see why it would be different in a gay one.
And Baptist Nick, what are your thoughts on the question of what Justin just said?
Oh, hey man, let him talk, let him talk, let him cook! Let the man cook! Let him cook! Hang on, chat. Let him cook.
I haven't met any like gay Christians. First things first, you have to see if they're actually Christian. There's a lot of people who say they're Christian. To be a Christian, it's like to be born again, right? To be saved. Like, say you're gay, right? And then you start going to church, because like people come to church broken. People come to God broken. Like God says, come out as you are, and then, you know, he cleans you. So like, some of us, like me and Jamie, when we first went to church, we weren't perfect. Like, sin is sin, right? I'm sure God will, you know, help them and clean them up, because when you first get saved, you get the Holy Spirit, which convicts you.
I like the Christian music in the background, chat. It's very...
Your sin.
So obviously it's a very controversial and tricky topic in this day and age, but what I've seen so many times is like there's a concept that Jesus calls denying the flesh. You know how the Bible says neither fornicators or adulterers.
And I want to make this clear. There is a person being having sex and those sorts of things. They can do what they want, but in the Bible sense, sin, right? So them doing that is equivalent to a man sleeping around with a lot of women. That's living in sin. So these people that mock and have a go at the LGBTQ for being the way they are, have a look at your life. This is the thing. I want to say this. This is actually a clippable moment, right? So all the Christians out there, or all the people that have a go at the LGBTQ, right? What is your life like? Are you a genuine Christian that's denying himself in the flesh and asking for repentance and living a godly life? Or are you chasing women and sleeping with multiple women every night? Are you watching porn every single day? Either of them is living in sin. So the people that are having a go at the LGBTQ, guess what? You're living in sin too. You have no right to mock these people. That's the truth. That's the truth about it all. So the matter of it is that you need to realize that when you're having a go at these people for what they're doing in their life choices, make sure that you're making the right choices in your own life and you're speaking from a place of morality, not just hypocrisy. I think I saw what you said there. Draco. Are you saving yourself to virginity? No, but I'm in a relationship. I'm not perfect. But I'm in a relationship, and we'll see how that goes. I'm also understanding of the way the climate is. If you're a virgin out there, I have nothing but respect for you. That's your choice. Am I a virgin? No. I'm in a relationship, so it's a bit different. But do I want it to work? Of course. Do I want to live the life of a Christian? Of course. But I'm also very aware of how the world works too. So, we'll see what happens. But yes, I have all respect to people that, are saving themselves to marriage. But, it's like what they said. You come to God broken. I'm in my relationship now, brother. I'm in my relationship now. It's going okay. It's going okay. My other relationship before that, I was very young. So, it doesn't really necessarily count, but I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to do stuff right, and you got to put yourself and God first in any sort of thing. And I believe that in a lot of ways with your relationship and your partner, you're a connection to God. So your woman in a lot of ways is going to come to you, and if you're a godly man, you then provide the connection to God. They came from our rib. In biblical sense. So you are in a lot of ways the link to God. It's not misogynistic, it's just the reality of it and how biblically it works. When you and her become one in the flesh, you become a covenant under God. There's a lot of things to that. And marriage and these things, I want to make this clear. I had a clip about this the other day. I spoke about this the other day. Marriage, right, in the olden days, way before this whole system it is today, it's like the church, right? They believed, a church wasn't a building, right? A church was never a building. It was the people that believed in God and became in a community. A church can be two people, in their house, praying to God and reading the Bible and comparing scripture and doing Bible study and those things. It could be a million people. It doesn't matter. It's about the intention and the community within it. That's what makes a church, the people. It's the same thing with marriage. If you are two committed individuals and you want to be together forever and all this, that, and yada, 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 and you do the deed and those things, guess what? That's technically marriage. But because we have this disposable mindset and we have the phone, we have social media, what has now happened is that now people are in this position too, where, they're like, oh, they're not sure, this, that, and the other. So I can understand if you want to save yourself to marriage. But the thing is, if you're going to wait until the state gets involved, where you give your life away to the government and sign a piece of paper to stay with your woman, you're already cooked because you're going to leave her anyway. Or she's going to leave you. It shouldn't be about that piece of paper. It shouldn't be about that. Now, in the old days, they used to do ceremonies and those things too. I get that. I get that completely. That's fine. You can do a ceremony and not get married to a woman in the government name. That's good. That if you're doing that, power to you. But what I'm explaining to you is a marriage is a commitment till death, taking vows till death do us part with a woman. You don't necessarily have to be signing papers and doing a ceremony to make that commitment, you know? And because we have phones and social media, people don't look at it that way. But that's my perspective on it, is that if you truly commit to a woman and you have the intentions and the idea and you've chosen well, you should be okay. You should be okay. But different Christians have different opinions on it. They believe in the ceremony, and I believe in that too. It's a good thing. But yeah, don't get too upset if you're out there and you're in this fucked up world as we are in, the worldly world, the world ruled by the devil and God rules him, you know, and the sinful world. Don't be upset if you make mistakes and, you know, you're in a good committing relationship and you're not married yet, you know. Don't be upset if you're doing those things. It's important to share, you know, things with your partner and just have the right intentions and see how you go. You know, we're in a fucked up world, so just do the best you can. People sin. You know, Jesus gave forgiveness to, you know, murderers and the criminals that were on the cross with him, you know. They weren't pure. They weren't virgins, but he gave them forgiveness. That's what makes our God the best. Because no matter how much you fuck up, the good news is with your heart and through repentance, he will forgive you and you will go to heaven. So never forget that. Social media really got relationships in a chokehold. They really can influence people to think their partner doesn't fuck with them. Yeah, 100%. 100%. It gets really messy. And you sort of have to segue and you as a man have to navigate that. That's your job as the man, is to navigate the relationship best possible way you can. You know, because that's your job, not the woman. You got to navigate everything. You control everything, you know, to a degree. Not control, but leadership. You take charge. You know, so you have roles. You're a provider and protector. Providing, protecting the relationship. How do you protect the relationship? You make sure it does well. You mitigate risk. You navigate it. It's all there. So when people go, oh, that's misogyny. No, it's not. It's reality of it. People just don't want to be tradition anymore. They just want to be wokeified and, you know, dumb. But yeah, you know, it gives these people false sense of, you know, grass greener on the other side and, you know, go chase this, go chase that. It's not the way to be, but that's just how people are. They think like this, bro. It's a messed up people. And people love saying they hate you. They are cheating on you. Yeah, they do, bro. They do. But, you know, people love to hate. There are loyal and faithful people from both genders too. Gender wars are stupid. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. There's good people out there, but you got to get yourself right first. You got to make sure your relationship is good with God. You got a good connection with God, and God will send the right person for you. He'll give you opportunities, positions, and choices to take. We should come together as men and women, need each other. Of course they do. You know, especially if you want a family. Like, people like all this red pill stuff. Like, I respect the red pill a lot. It's given me a lot. It's woke up the world to a lot of, you know, realities of the world and how men are and all these things. But the stupid part is all, you know, I don't need women and this, that, and the other. Bro, if you want a family, man, if you want a family, you're going to have a woman. So, you know, you got to learn how to navigate it. You know? There's some good red pill people out there, but there's a lot of people like, oh, get a vasectomy and, you know, just bang a bunch of women and just have a Bugatti. No, bro. People want to have kids. People want to have family, bro. The fuck? That's why we're on this earth. We're not on this earth just because. We're on this earth to bring the next generation, to have a family, to provide. That's the whole point. We're on this fucking earth to have a legacy, man. So, yeah.
Or homosexuals will inherit the kingdom of heaven. That is obviously a verse in the Bible.
I don't understand people who say they don't need men or women, but yet they are in a relationship and want kids. They're crazy, bro. They're hypocrites. They just want to pick and choose them and complain because they're unhappy in themselves. That's why you got to have a good relationship with yourself, and if you're religious, with God. You got to make sure you're strong within yourself. God, or life in general, will give you opportunities to find the right person. They will. They'll give you a choice. They'll give you opportunities. And it's up to you to take it. But you've got to get yourself in the right mindset. You've got to have the right people around you. And you've got to be hanging out in the right areas and the right places. If you're in clubs and hotels and... Well, not clubs and hotels. Clubs and bars and strip clubs and all this shit, you're never going to find a proper woman. It's where you are. You know, you're the product of your environment. You're never going to find a wife in a club. You might find your wife, you know, at a teacup party or a restaurant or something. Just got to be smart, man.
What I've seen
be perspicacious around your surroundings.
Personally, is I've seen a lot of people that have been from, say, the LGBT lifestyle. They've come to God. They've gotten saved. They've become born again. And the thing is, God actually changes your desires. I used to desire worldly things. I used to desire all these things like money, fame, status, like to a very high level. But now my desires have completely changed once I became saved and born again. If you're out there and you feel like, you know, you're having a bit of a crisis with your identity, or you're just not sure what to do, God loves you, God hears you, and God wants to have a relationship with you and obviously save you. People from the LGBTQ community have to understand that Christians don't hate you. Like, God doesn't hate gay people. If you're watching this and you're from that community, like, we don't hate you. Like, we love you. We want to welcome you, you know, into God's kingdom. And there's a misconception about that, I think.
We are just a childhood child using Annandale.
There is a massive misconception. And that's the thing, the people that are banging a lot of women and doing all this and that, they're living in sin. Us as Christians, we know that we're pieces of shit, but we repent and try to be better. We want you to be better. We want you to be with God, you know? Like, we're not wanting you to be a bad person. We're not saying you're not. We're agreeing that we're both the same in the sense that we're both sinful. We just want you to come to the kingdom of heaven, to come to paradise, to have a fulfillment with God, the creator of who you are. You know, that's the thing. It's the misconception. It's the narrative that just keeps us divided. That's all it is. It's dumb, it's stupid, but it's by design. To keep everyone divided and fighting with each other so we can never unite and really look at who the evil is. You know, it's above the governments and all that you hate. It's the devil, you know? And he comes in many different forms and faces. But that's who our enemy is.
We have some food here. So I got some lamb, broccoli, some Mediterranean salad, and also some Japanese edamame salad. What did you get?
I got the Japanese coleslaw, piece of schnitzel, and roast veggies. It's supposed to be mixed, but it looks like it's just one sweet potato, like skewing.
And you? Oh, wow.
Chips, schnitzel burger.
Show us the burger, lad.
Wait, I think he's hitting on me. I asked for one wing, he gave me two.
Oh, hey, Justin. So everyone thinks that Justin, on the topic of what we spoke about last time, is part of the LGBTQ. So Justin, does that mean at Mardi Gras on Saturday, we're going to see you on like the fireman's float or something? Because I don't know, like, what are you...
I'm going to be right at the front.
Wow, and we're going to support you all the way, Justin. You know what I'm saying? Good on you. Anyways.
How you guys.
He's actually a stud, bro.
He actually is a stud. Bro, this guy, all right, long story short, Justin and I were filming a couple months ago actually, and he goes, that girl's really attractive, I would love to speak to her. And I said, Justin, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. No, Jamie, stop. I'm like, come on, Justin, you never know, she could be a nice girl. Let's respectfully approach her. Pretend like you're asking for directions, so it's not too like invasive, it's more like natural. And then, you know, just have a chat. Long story short, Justin didn't take any of my advice.
Walk straight past her.
I had to be the one to go up to her and try and get them two to speak. Lo and behold, I got the girl's Instagram for Justin. And I'll be real, like, she didn't seem too interested, did she, at the time?
Not at all.
But then this guy next week shows me sending him essays on Instagram. So I don't know, like, Justin's just a stud. How's your walk with God now?
Well, I'd say my faith is definitely more prominent since I started working with you guys.
Damn, bro. You know, you look at him and you're thinking maybe a bit fruity. Maybe like a bit of, you know. But hey, man, he missed a Rizzler over here. The Rizzler, bro. He liked that stuff, you know, bro. You know what I'm saying? He likes a bit of the women, brother. All right, let's have a look and see what you shared. Let's have a look. The downfall of Mizzy. Damn, there's a downfall? We're gonna watch someone's downfall? All right. I'm not very familiar with his work, but let's watch it.
The UK laws are weak, simple as, and that's not my fault. That's not my fault.
Excuse me, can you...
Oh, shit. What are you doing?
Get out there, man. Get out there.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Sis, bro, you're fucking hurting me. Don't touch me, bro. Hey. What are you doing now? Sorry, you're hurting me. Do you wanna die? Sorry? Do you wanna die? No. What do you mean no, fam? Why are you laughing, bro? But just know the movement is real, and we outside every day. We're handling business from now.
The fuck?
A year ago today, mass outrage was caused by a single teenager who made it his mission to make it to the very top of the social media game by any means necessary, even if that meant sacrificing his very freedom. Now,
this is the thing, bro. He was so problematic. Yeah, this is the thing, man. This is the thing. This is my advice to you all. If you have a goal in mind, if you want to be successful, you don't have to sell your soul. You don't have to be fucking next level, putting yourself in danger to do it. There's smart ways about it, you know? He seemed like a smart guy. He knew how to go viral. He didn't have to do it like this, you know? There's a part of him that obviously didn't value himself, but at the same time was so dying to and desired to be validated, he did this to just get some fame. It's ridiculous. You gotta have morals. You gotta have some things to stand on. I'm glad he doesn't do this stupid shit anymore. Now he's changing and improving his life. That's what you want to do. And people fall in love with the journey. The whole clicks and stuff, that's all well and good. If I was to go viral tomorrow, cool. But I got people like Draco. I got people like Jermone. I got people in my community like LeBron, you know, Riley. You know, the list goes on with all of you guys. You know, I've got the real people that stick by me and watch my shit. That's what I care about. Not these viral people that just want to see me crash out and fail. They're here just for the small time. You're here for the long time. It's different. He is smart. Seen him in interviews, and I'm like, he has such interesting perspective. I would send you the videos, but it's like 1 hour long. That's all right. Well, you can put it. Maybe in the future we could watch it. Maybe in the future, but yeah, it's you know, these people, right? You know, it's good that he's improving, and I think he learnt a lot. You know, he probably has a strong community behind him now, rather than just this viral large numbers of people that don't really care about him at all. You want people to care about you. You want to change lives. You don't want people just to watch you crash out. Yeah, it's funny for entertainment and to go famous, of course. Everyone wants to do that. Everyone wants their big break as a content creator. But what's the cost? What's the trade-off? You got to really think about that. Welcome back, Jermone. Welcome back. You know? As a creator, you got to really think of how you want to be perceived by people. What is your legacy on the internet? Because the internet is forever.
Past, for a brief moment, he had the internet right where he wanted it. He was known as the internet's worst prankster. His name was Mizzy. But a year on from his crimes, and where is he today? And why do some people think that he's on the path to redemption? Well, we're going to talk about that right now. Before we get into the crimes of Mizzy, I need to give you some background on him. Born in October 2004, Mizzy was 17 to 18.
Damn, bro, he's the same age as me. 2004, what the fuck? He's 22 to 21 now. What the fuck? Why have I not heard about this guy, man? He's the same age. Bro, he's the same age as me. What the fuck? Brother, he's already been to jail. What are you doing, man?
18 years old when most of his...
I'm happy if he's genuine. If he's on the, you know, the come up, that's good, and he's doing well. But hey, he's starting the game young, and that's the thing, bro. When you start off young and you're a young kid, you don't know what you're doing, and you're getting all this validation for stupid shit. Of course you're gonna make mistakes, because you can't dissociate between fake validation and real life, you know? He has been into social media since he was 8 years old. Credit to him. Dedication. He got something out of it, I guess. He got something out of it. He's living life. Yeah, facts.
Pranks went big. The problem that researching a creator like him comes with is that because his pranks often break community guidelines, they usually get terminated. Especially in his early days, it's difficult to track down exact times and dates. That said, his original channel was created in November 2018, and by August 2022, he had reached 21.4 thousand subscribers. During this time, he would make a range of videos and shorts and livestream himself smoking weed. In his early days, his content also commonly featured story times where Mizzy would talk to the camera about his life experience. Uploads such as How I Lost My Virginity at 14 and How I Got Arrested at 11 were examples of this, where he would go into extreme detail about ordinarily private affairs. He also might have seen himself as a bit of a YouTube guru, making videos related to how to grow a channel. As well as that, he was also conducting interviews, asking members of the public hard-hitting questions such as batty or breasts and suck dick. dick or let your mum die.
Oh my fucking god, bro. See, but there's potential. He did something like... Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Listen, chat, listen. Look, he found shock value. He found a niche. He found something to get, you know, some clicks off this. Yeah, exactly. Brain rot content. But if he just changed the words slightly, if he just did some tweaking, if he had a bit more of, you know, understanding, a bit more logic, rather than just running off dopamine and a bit of validation, he could have had longevity in the game and could have gone to the very, very top. I'm talking America mainstream. It's just saying suck dick, or sorry, YouTube reasons, suck, you know, and let your mum earn her. You know, you could have changed the wording a little bit and he could have been really successful. But brain rot, there's a market for it, but at the same time, shortgevity in the game.
Then, of course, were his pranks. These were what grew his channel the most.
Yeah, pranks are fucking risky. I did one. I removed it. It will never exist on social media. I did a couple. I did one. It's high risk, low reward, because you might not get a reaction, or you can get a reaction, possibly die, or have consequences. And in Australia, they don't like pranks. Like, mine was harmless. Mine was just like asking directions and like, you know, just acting like an idiot. But, you know, if you do something too over the line, you could be in shit, man. You know, there's a fine line between pranks and assault. Not worth it, bro.
But also caused the most backlash, with Mizzy often committing petty crime and calling it a joke.
Damn,
Throughout
bro.
his time as a creator, he started pushing the envelope further and further, with each prank escalating more and more. We'll get into this later on in the video. For now, let's construct a rough timeline for his rise to infamy. One of his first big stunts came in June 2021 when he would bus surf in London. At the time, he had just over 2,000 subscribers. The concept of bus surfing would be that you would wait at a bus stop for one to pull in, jump on top of the shelter or a nearby wall, and then, when the bus stops to pick up passengers, jump on top of it. Mizzy clearly took a liking for messing around on transport, because he made several videos where he'd hang off buses, ride bikes indoors, and do something that he called hood subway surfers. Though his behaviour wasn't just limited to buses, bikes and trains, but also cars.
Damn.
In what now appears to be
what the frack? Mizzy, bro. The fuck?
sowing the seeds of what was yet to come. In early July 2022, he uploaded a TikTok where he did something called the "Is This My Uber" prank, where he would open the door and try to get inside of a car that he knew wasn't his, claiming that this was his Uber.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
It's my Uber. 666.
No.
These pranks,
bro, passport, bro. You're asking to get arrested, bro. And this is what I mean. If you have direction, if you have... See, he has the mentality. The difference between his pranks and others was that his pranks were real. Yeah, bro. Yeah, he was real. This is what I mean. See how he had that I don't give a fuck attitude? If that's put in the right place, he could have been fucking successful, man. He could have been one of the best in the game. But because he didn't have guidance, because he didn't have a good head on his shoulders with that mentality, he got cooked. If he did this in the USA, especially in a place like Chicago, he would have got shot. This is what I mean, bro. The careless attitude has a cost, and how careless you are, you know, and what you care about. If you're careless in the sense like, I don't care, I'm going to get successful, it can be good, but at the same time, I'm going to be smart. That's how you got to think instead of thinking, I'm just going to do it just because you can get cooked like he did.
while generally harmless because at the end of the day he didn't actually get into these cars, did seem to cause shocked responses. In the minds of the people in these videos who did not consent to be in them, a stranger is trying to get into their cars, being insistent that this is their Uber, and their confused, scared, or angry reaction is uploaded to the internet. This invasion of people's property would escalate a year on, but
he also said he wanted to start a movement where like he does whatever he wants and doesn't let anybody tell him otherwise. Yeah, that gets him in jail. What an idiot, bro. What an idiot, bro. You know what's funny, bro? Well, not funny. You know, I won't say it. Let's continue.
But this is the kind of thing that the media just doesn't pick up on. To the average person, it might have appeared as though Mizzy just came out of nowhere, but based upon his previous pranks, his behaviour really shouldn't have come as too much of a shock to anyone. A week later, he uploaded a short where he rode a line bike into KFC. A week after that, on the 23rd of July, he decided to upload a video called Shopping Out of Strangers' Carts, where he went up to random people in the supermarkets and made up an excuse as to why he needed to take their item.
I mean, that's not too bad. Like, it's a shop. Like, come on, man. Let's not over-dramatize this. This is not that bad of a prank. Okay, with video without consent, okay, it's a public place. There's a lot of leeway around that. But, just to keep it a buck, right? Just to keep it a buck. Let's keep it real. Is that really that bad? Come on. I would laugh. If that happened to me, I'd laugh. And I'd just go grab another one. You know what I mean? It ain't that bad. It's a shopping center. It's on the shelf. Go get it. Is it a bit inconvenient? Yeah. But, come on, man. Guys trying to eat. You know, society is a lot, like, very soft. Very, like, bitchy, bro. Like, we're a bunch of sooks. That ain't that bad. Come on, bro.
A day later, on the 24th, he uploaded a video where he ran around the counter at McDonald's. Then, on the 6th of August 2022, he would go behind the counter at McDonald's again, this time stealing some food.
Okay, he just did theft. Okay. Now, that's where you fucked up. Missy, that's where you fucked up, my guy. You fucked up bad. You just did thefts. You just did a crime. You fucked up.
At this point, there was almost no other content on his channel except for borderline illegal activities or actual misdemeanors. Long gone were the days of Q&As and YouTube tutorials. Mizzy had seen that the more audacious he was, the more views he would get. But he would carry on, having no public filter, no care for the people that he was pranking, and no consequences.
Oh yeah, by the way, he has a kid. He got a girl pregnant when he was 17 years old and also had over 30 bodies at the age of 30. I mean, the age of 18. That's crazy, man. Listen, man, each to their own, but, like, look how unfulfilling that is. You know, when people are banging a bunch of women, what is your goal? Like, he seemed like he was just filling an endless hole. You know what I mean? You gotta know what you're gonna do and you make mistakes, but you want to mitigate, like, just, like, it's a waste of time, bro. You're wasting the other person's time. You're wasting your time. It's just a gigantic waste of energy if you're just sleeping around that much, bro. My God. And this is the other thing, too, is women brag about this, too. Like, you know, it used to be men that brag about, you know, banging women. Now, women brag about banging men. You know, there's women out there that want to bang the entire alphabet. Each guy having, you know, a name and collecting the entire alphabet like Infinity Stones, like they're Thanos. You know, it's insane. He also had over 20 siblings because, according to him, his dad used to be a hoe. Yeah, well, that's where he learned it, bro. And he ended up growing up with a single mum. Sucks, man. It's sad. Obviously, he's a byproduct of his environment, and I hope he's changed for real. Because his dad got deported to Jamaica when he was 2 years old. Oh my gosh, bro. That sucks. You know? But he became the age of 18. You make your own choice. You're an adult. You know, at the same time, you're going to be held to the same standards of society as everyone else. You can't be a victim forever, you know? Because now he has a kid. What's he going to do there? Is he going to create his kid as another victim? Or is he going to change and create a new cycle rather than repeating the same cycle that happened to him with his dad? That's how you got to think about it. Especially when you have children, you can't be selfish anymore.
At least for a while. On the 24th of August 2022, Mizzy went live within a stream titled Why I Got Arrested. In this stream, with a smirk on his face, he outlines the several charges that he was facing. Those being violating his public protection order, making threats to kill in the You Want to Die video, and sexual assault because he made a remark as a guy who was sitting on a park bench with his shirt off and touched his chest without consent. He proceeds to show off his court papers, taking pride in the fact that he's been in legal trouble so much.
Ooh, mad, bro. Free Mizzy in the comments, innit, yeah? When the video gets published, like, as a video, I want to see Free Mizzy in the comments, bro. Because it is Free Mizzy. I have to go court on the 30th. I still want under investigation.
Damn, bro.
He mentioned that his...
And it's sad because he's hit rock bottom, but the internet rewards him for that, you know? So he's just thinking in his mind, I'm going to keep doing it, 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 because I'm getting reward, I'm getting views, I'm getting views. Reminds me of someone I know. Yeah, bro, it's sad. There's a lot of people out there like this. You know, it's the validation. It's not even just a validation. If you remove the views, it's a validation for people around him. Oh, why are you doing this, this, and the other? He gets noticed because of lack of validation and love in his life. You know, this is just how people think. It's crazy, man.
The court order stated that he needed written consent from anyone who featured in his videos from there on out.
And then they put me on a bail condition to obtain written or visually recorded consent from any person recorded in any image or video posted to my social media accounts. Look, it says it right here, like, no cap, bruv. Man can't post without permission from the person, whether video or written. Yeah, we violated that.
However, for almost a year, it would seem as though the police just wouldn't enforce this court order because Mizzy just carried on. Throughout the next few months, he made several videos where he claimed to be
exactly, because the justice system doesn't care, because there's more important people to arrest, but, you know, like when you're stealing a shit, bro was proud to being a degenerate. Yeah, it's fucking the same, man.
Arrested. And if you scour the internet like I have, you could find a decent handful of clips showing Mizzy being stopped by police on several different occasions. On the 18th of September 2022, Mizzy would drink other people's drinks, and then on the 24th of September, he would invade the pitch during the Sidemen charity match. This is a football match that contains a number of the internet's biggest creators. During the match, Nico Omalana scored a goal, and you might notice that cameras cut quite quickly away from him, and that's because Mizzy was celebrating alongside the players. You might be wondering why Mizzy was so prolific in uploads right now, so intent on trying to go viral, and though this is not confirmed, I do have a theory. You see, it was around now, in the autumn of 2022, that Mizzy became a father. I found this Metro article from May 2023 where he vowed to make better decisions for his 8-month-old baby, which would mean that the baby was born somewhere in October 2022. That's right, despite only being barely 18 years old, Mizzy was now a father. And when speaking to the Metro, he said that he became sucked into online fame and fortune, wanting to use his social media success to help provide for his son. We'll get into May 2023 in due time, but for now, it's possible that Mizzy saw the uncapped potential of content creation revenue and thought of it as a fast track towards financial security for himself and his loved ones. By no means does this excuse the things that he did, but if this was his rationale, you can at least try to understand his thought process for acting the way that he did, even if this was a miscalculation on his part. Flash forward to 2023, and Mizzy would carry on doing what he was doing. He would carry on being a nuisance to the public with such
Come on, man. You want to be in prison where you can't even see your child? The fuck's the matter with you, bro?
videos as whipped cream on people's head prank, deliberately filming
not even funny. That's like some early 2000s type shit. Where's the funny shit at, man?
In people's faces, and please shut down my first fan meetup. In February, the first media reports came out about him, mainly because it appeared as though he was harassing Orthodox Jews. Mizzy has since claimed that his attacks had no religious target and that he just pranks everyone. But Orthodox Jews appear in his videos a lot more frequently than would be likely given their population. He seems to live within an area with a high Jewish population, so maybe that's the reason why. But for someone who cries wolf about race like he does, which we'll talk about later on, he too has been accused of having a racial, religious, or ethnic bias. Come May 2023, and this—
Damn, bro. You know what they call him in this day and age? He'd be called an anti-Semitic, an anti-Semite.
This was the peak of Mizzy.
You're saying that's what they'd call him. I'm not calling him that, but that's what they call him, man.
He would upload a video that would go viral all around the internet after he walked into the house of an unsuspecting family. This news story was picked up all around the media. The BBC, Sky News, Ray William Johnson for some reason. Them and plenty of other news outlets and creators would talk about how this prank showed a lack of respect and manners, was the epitome of a lust for views going too far, and was a danger to Mizzy and his friends. Some people wouldn't have asked nicely for the
Wait, what was the crime?
Around the media house of an unsuspecting family. This news story was picked up all around the media. The BBC is the epitome of a lust for views going too far and was a danger to Mizzy.
So he's walking around in people's houses. That's fucked up, man. That is fucked up.
And his friends. Some people wouldn't have asked nicely for the group to leave their house. If they went into the wrong house and circumstances were different, things could have ended much worse. Did Mizzy even care? Of course not. In fact, he actually relished the situation.
We are going viral, lads. More viral than I've been in the past like 2-3 years. Like, I started social media since I was 8, been doing videos, been making bangers, been blowing up since I was young. But this right here, everywhere. Reposts, tweets, bro, you guys already know what I'm talking about, bro.
With no visual remorse on his face.
You could segue, man. Why didn't he segue? Why didn't he pivot? Why you gotta keep running this to death? Obviously, this isn't longevity, bro. You got a child. You're going to fucking prison. What are you thinking, man? You know he got arrested at 11 because he did a prank and got 2 million views on it, and he had got in trouble because he was going around putting pie in people's faces. They arrested him for sexual assault, I think. Gosh damn, bro. What's the point of doing social media and making money if you're just spending time in jail? That's just prison. You're just giving your money to the police, paying fucking, and lawyers, paying lawyers and paying the justice system. That's not winning. That's just as bad as a prison and living a 9 to 5. You know, you got to be smart. You had that fame, you had a core following. Pivot and do something good. Start a podcast, something. Gosh damn,
Around
man.
now, it's possible that Mizzy felt invincible, emboldened by the fact that thus far he had gotten away with everything and the negative reactions were only feeding into his goals. He wanted to be spoken about. The idea of this very video existing probably would have delighted Mizzy this time last year.
Damn, bro.
Hello, world. You guys have
sexual assault. He did it. Damn, bro. That's messed up. Messed up, Draco.
fallen to my plan. Right now, I'm on the way to Piers Morgan. He's gonna try to catch me out, but I've got plans for him. I've got something for him, yeah? So make sure you watch that, 8 PM today. We outside, we're blowing up this year. We're gonna be bigger than any social media platform in this world. Come on.
For a brief moment, Mizzy had reached the big time. And this all culminated with Mizzy being invited onto Piers Morgan Uncensored, a talk show hosted by Piers Morgan. And what followed was chaos, to say the least.
So the story about that. Hang on. Let me speak.
No,
yeah, because no. Let me speak. Let me speak. No.
I'm going to tell you.
Let me talk about that situation.
No, for the viewers, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Now at 1.5 million views, this is perhaps one of the biggest examples of a train wreck interview. The two constantly bicker over each other, no insight is really gained into Mizzy's thought process, and he uses various excuses to try and change the narrative. The only real piece of information that was given over was that Mizzy doesn't speak to his mother, who has since come out to say that she was tired of his stupid pranks, saying that he needs to get a job. Speaking of...
That's the worst part, his parents don't even support him, bro. That's what I mean, man. You gotta be smart with this shit, bro.
Which, my mother said the exact same thing. I need at least 150,000 subscribers to get that she-beast off my back. So please, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more. Aside from that, it was just deflections and ramblings. At one point, he even had the gall to claim that the outrage was because of him being black.
What do you mean tell me about my life?
Well, you said you don't know anything about your life. Tell me about your life.
Because I'm trying to get onto you because I'm black. Because I guarantee
because you're black?
Yeah, I guarantee if
I don't give a damn about your skin colour.
Really?
No. Why would I care what colour your skin is? Really? I just think you're an idiot.
This claim...
The crazy part is that his mum never said it. Mizzy said they took a picture of his mum and made up a fake story and his mum isn't on social media. Damn. Okay, so there is some narrative to it, bro. You gotta hear his side too. Very true, very true. That's the end of that, bro. You get consumed. But he has a child. He should be smart.
Was despised.
Segue out. I hope he segues out. I hope he's segued out now. I hope in 2025 he's doing something different, bro. He shouldn't be doing this. It's not a good role model for his child either.
In the comments by other people who just saw him as trying to evade any sort of accountability for his actions. After pulling the race card, Mizzy would make a comment about the UK justice system, claiming that the laws are weak.
The UK laws are weak, simple as, and that's not my fault. That's not my fault.
This was on account of Mizzy only receiving a £365 fine for...
Are you dumb? Like, are you... you just self-snitched. You dumbass. He tries to come off articulate, but he's a dumbass. What the fuck's the matter with you? You self-snitched on yourself, you idiot.
The walking into a house
What
prank,
an idiot.
and a 2-year CBO, otherwise known as a criminal behavior order. And this criminal behavior order meant that he wouldn't be able to upload videos to the internet without people's consent. While Mizzy didn't realise this at the time, this would later go on to be a problem because it seemed as though the police were now actually going to enforce his punishment.
Yep.
A few days after the Piers Morgan interview, Mizzy breached his CBO. Clearly thinking that he was smarter than the justice system, or perhaps not caring about the consequences, Mizzy decided to hijack a train and post the video on social media.
What the fuck? What? What? He hijacked a train? Bro, this guy actually doing full-blown crimes, bro. This ain't even content anymore, man.
Previously said that UK laws were a
The
joke,
fuck?
he would perhaps go on to regret that statement, as in November 2023, Mizzy was sentenced to 18 weeks for violating his court order, meaning that he would have been released only a month ago, back in April. No suspended sentence, no more fines, no more warnings, Bakari Bronzogaro was going to do time. In a Young Offenders Institute, which angered a lot of people because they thought he should have actually gone to prison. What Mizzy didn't have the foresight to see, and this is something I discussed in TikTok's infamous deleted videos, was that his business model was unsustainable.
Yeah.
Mizzy knew that you had to find your niche, but perhaps he didn't think ahead. Because if your niche is committing petty crimes and misdemeanors and calling them pranks, then you need to carry on doing it.
It's crazy, bro. He didn't pivot, he didn't learn nothing, bro. He had eyeballs. After that Piers Morgan thing, he could have done a whole revelation. He could have segued and promoted something. He could apologize. He could make a difference. He could donate to his community, you know? He could do programs and help out people that, you know, want to be like him, but, you know, have a rough time in, you know, his circumstances. He could be an inspiration to other people that are going through his shit when he was younger. But instead, he's an idiot.
His unique
hijacked a train, bro? What the fuck?
Selling point was that he'd go over the top, but now it would be hard to do that. If he makes another video like that, he just goes right back to prison. A trick shotter will find a more impressive stunt, a mukbanger will eat a larger portion, a video essayist will improve their editing. Mizzy can't go further though.
Nope.
And on social media, if you're not moving forwards, you're moving backwards.
Yeah.
Faking pranks doesn't seem to be in his DNA, and nobody in their right mind is going to consent to feature in his videos if they're invading their cars or houses or asking them if they want to die. He would spend that Christmas behind bars, but come January 2024 and he would make his first public statement since the sentence. In this statement, he vowed that things would be different when he gets out. He said that he watched his videos back and realised that they weren't very nice, and that what he did was unempathetic. He would go on to apologise, even admitting that some of these were crimes. As has already been established, Mizzy seemed to have an unscared point of view of the British justice system, with most of his pranks being small misdemeanours or just uncomfortable for the victims.
You do that in Australia, bro, you get cooked.
Ever actually see time, but now that he had, it was a wake-up call for the 19-year-old.
You do that in Australia, you get cooked, bro.
It seems as though Mizzy's fate isn't sealed just yet. In April 2024, he was interviewed by the BBC, where he seemed quite different to the person we saw this time last year.
See it right now on BBC News, like, hey, I am sorry for everything I've done, and I'm trying to repent and be a better person from mistakes I've made in the past at the end of the day. I'm doing an internship right now for VPN London, which is basically an online journalist column, and I write articles every Friday for my creative media project in college. When the judge told me I was getting sentenced, and it was not like a suspended sentence or community service, and it was, yeah, you're going to jail, I had to keep composure because there was journalists there, innit? So I just had to keep a straight face until I got to the back room. And I was this close to crying. I realised that I had to really change my life around when I came out and do better for my son. Because I can't just be a bum doing TikTok pranks when I'm 30. That doesn't make no sense. I gotta actually grow up and make a career.
So he's acknowledged that what he did was a mistake. His demeanour is in stark contrast to when he was on Piers Morgan, saying that his punishments were weak and not seeming to care about the damage that he's caused. The comments on the BBC TikTok are by and large that of support. And Mizzy is only 19, so it's not too late to see him turn things around.
No, he's still young, but he's got to get it right for his kid, man.
Now that he's identified where he's gone wrong and has shown that he understands that being a public nuisance isn't sustainable, perhaps this could be the moment where he turns his life around, stays out of controversy, and starts actually providing for his son. Whether or not you think he can be forgiven, or if this is just an act, make up your own mind. But
he could be forgiven if he's genuine and he's doing good deeds. He hasn't killed anybody. You know, he's made some people a bit uncomfortable, but they're relatively okay, I would say. You know, he could become better. He can do well. You know, he's still young. He can make a difference, and that's good to see. That's good to see.
He's not out of the woods.
He can only go forward, not backwards.
Quite yet.
Oh, here we go.
If you thought that this story was going to have some sort of a happy ending, I'm sorry to break the news to you, but that isn't the case. In April this year, within weeks of his release, he's already gotten in trouble twice more. Once for something more current, and once for something he did in the past. Firstly, he uploaded a picture of himself and his son to Twitter, with his son being held up by his leg upside down. According to the Daily Star, this caused the police to conduct a welfare check on the father, with him once again being foiled by his use of social media. Secondly, if you remember back to the summer of 2022, it was a busy time for him on and off camera, because very recently he was found guilty of robbing a woman's phone from her worth $1,000 back in June 2022. Apparently he was riding a line bike, which we've seen him ride in videos before, when he apparently rode past the woman, grabbed her phone and rode off. He was later confronted by the police for an unrelated reason when he apparently threw the phone into a bush and tried to hide. He turned on his friend too, saying that it was his friend who stole it and that his friend gave it to Bakari, which was why he had his fingerprints on the phone. He would also claim that the reason he ran away from the officers that were pursuing him was because he was scared of the police and their stereotypes. Bakari will be sentenced in June this year. And this wasn't one of the stupid public nuisance misdemeanors that he liked to post on his channel. This was legitimate crime. If he's being genuine and he truly wants to atone for the havoc he's caused and the crimes he's committed, this one done 2 years ago has to be accounted for too. He now stands as a cautionary tale of how to not let yourself become a slave to views, clicks, and shares. His content, while highly potent for a moment, was unsustainable, and while he couldn't see it at the time, it seems as though Mizzy now knows that these sorts of pranks that rose him to the top, albeit for a brief moment, would also be the source of his demise. A year on from his moment in the sun, and it seems as though he's now a relic. A regrettable memory from the spring of 2023. One that ended with traumatized prank victims.
Damn, bro. Hopefully Mizzy gets a grip, man. Hopefully he gets a grip. Trey! On a blind date, huh? Let's react to this. We love Trey. What's Trey on these days? Is he on Twitch now? Is he on Twitch? I'm gonna subscribe, bro. Is he? What's he streaming on? What's he streaming on these days? What's he streaming on? What's he on these days? Is it Twitch? Does he even... What's his Discord?
Alright, look. Y'all ready?
Twitch, okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
He's on Twitch.
No, I'm born ready for this. I'm born ready. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Look. This Lil J, DJ.
He's a funny guy, bro. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited to do. I'm gonna collaborate with him. He's a good guy. I hit him up when he got, you know, when he came out, and he's like, I'm like, bro, what's happening? Good, man. Yourself? I'm like, let's collab. He's like, good. He's a man of short words. He taught. When I have a conversation with him, like I did in my last interview, I was able to get a good conversation out of him, and I know what his community's like. A lot of his community's fucking... They're funny guys. A lot of them are funny. They come in and out. They used to come in a lot when I was on Kick. Oh, bro. It's good to collaborate with him, because I know his community knows me. So some of them like me, some of them hate me, some of them just like to bitch and moan just for engagement. But him and I have a good content. I watched y'all interview. I loved it. That's how I found you, about you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, I bring out the good out of Trey. I reckon we can do some pretty good content together, man. He's like, man, if you're in the States, man, come out here, man. I'll take care. We'll do some IRL, some content. I'll be like, yeah, bro. He's chill. He's chill.
What up? Okay, Trey, talk that shit. shit, nigga. Talk to it.
Man, what the business is saying? Hey, what you want me to get? You want me to turn my camera on and get blindfolded again?
No. You good. Just talk your shit.
Man, hey, look, oh, hey, my name Trey Living. You hear me? I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, born and raised. You hear me?
He stay in Belmont, Texas. Yeah, bro. He said Texas. Yeah. Yeah. I want to come. I want to go to America and do some collaborations, man. I want to do that shit. You know. I want to do that. I want him to come to the land down under. Hopefully, one day he can come here too. It's a great place.
Yeah, I don't got no. You know, I'm about my business. I'm a paper chaser. I get a whole lot of money. You hear me? I'm locked in with a whole lot of millionaires like Young Boy, Aiden Ross, Casanet, co-signed by Casanet, co-signed by Playboy Mac, like that though. Yeah, that though.
He chasing that bag, bro.
You co-signed.
Okay, Jay, tell him who you is, Jay.
Okay. Well, my name is Lachey.
Okay.
I create content.
Yup.
Look at his chat, bro. Look at his community, bro.
Do hair. I'm a hairstylist. I have my own business. And I make music. Yeah. So
yeah, she do.
That goddamn fucking smoke detector, man. Trey, fix your smoke detector, bro. Fix it, man. His community troll him. I know, bro. Draco, bro. They're fucking insane, man. When he was on, when he had his shit going on, he was MIA. When they came in, oh, bro. They're hard to handle, bro. They want you to crash out, bro. It's really bad. It caused me to crash out. My kick days, if you go look at my old kick streams, was nuts. It was nutty. It was nutty.
I be rapping. Just a little bit.
You be singing?
Nah, I be rapping.
Rap some high right now.
Nah.
Damn, Trey. Damn, Trey. You putting her on the spot. Go, Trey. Cook. Cook, brother. Cook. Cook that shit.
Shy. You don't want to rap no high shit? I want to hit it.
I be shy.
Alright. So
okay, cool. Okay, cool. Oh, go ahead. My bad. I'm rude. You right. I'm rude. Go ahead.
Hey, what you doing in your daily basis life type?
A daily basis for me is I wake up, I work out, I eat something, and then what else?
You work out?
I try to.
At least you try. You hear me? A lot of people do not work out nowadays. You hear me? So that's a W.
I try.
You work backwards to start that stream. What the fuck,
at least
bro?
4 times a week. And what else do I be doing?
The other guy looks like Dexter from Good Burger, bro. Oh. I'm not trying to be rude. His community's so weird, brother. Yeah, they're interesting. I like them. They're funny. They're a lot to take, though. But, bro, you know who he looks like? DDG, bro. He looks like, He looks like DDG, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He looks like this. Hold up. He looks like, not DDG, who am I thinking about? Fuck! EDP, he looks like EDP, that's right, EDP. Here, he looks like this, bro. He looks like this. He looks like this.
What better?
Oh my god. Hold up. Does he not look like this? Wrong video. Get rid of that. Look at him. Hold up. Ah! Hold up. We're here. We're here. We're here. Wait, chat. Wait. Where's that this frame right here? Hold up.
You work out?
You tell me it doesn't look like that? You tell me it does not look like EDP? You tell me it doesn't look like EDP, chat? Look at that shit, bro. They look nothing alike? What do you mean? You're telling me he don't look like this? Come on, bro. 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 He EDP, bro. He EDP. Fuck Dexter. He EDP. That's EDP. Reformed EDP. EDP 2.0, bro. EDP 2.0. Trey, who the fuck is this? Who you collaborated with, Trey? EDP, bro. EDP. Without the beard. Without the beard. EDP fucking 2.0, bro. Just keep it a buck. Just keep it a buck. You know? He looked like that. Anyway, let's get back to the video. We'll look up Dexter so Jermaine can be happy. Dexter Goodburger. Not really. He looks more like EDP, bro. He looks like EDP. He looks like EDP.
I tried to.
Look at that face! Does that not look like EDP? When he pulls up? You know when he goes and does the naughty shit? Hey, man! Hey, man! I'm just keeping it a buck. Okay? Just being honest. He looks like fucking EDP, man.
Try to.
At least you tried.
You might be.
A lot of people do not work out nowadays. You hear me? So that's a W.
I try to at least 4 times a week.
Type shit.
And what else do I be doing? I be vlogging. I try to vlog as much as I can, and then recently I've just been editing.
Flaming this bloke for no good reason. Hey man, I'm just keeping it real. I'm not trying to flame him. I'm just saying he's EDP. He the EDP 2.0, bro. You know? He the new EDP. New and improved. Bionic arm, EDP 2.0.
Content.
W's in the chat. Trap Mad gets flamed all the time. That's his name? Trap Mad? Is that him? Let's look it up. Let's show some love. Let's show some love. That ain't him. Hold up. Oh my god. Here we go, live TV. Here we go. Live OT. Oh, damn! Oh, what the hell?
What's up, YouTube? That boy YB is out of jail.
He looks like he just woke up. Look at him, bro. He like, what the fuck is going on? He like. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another YouTube video today. He's just like this. Hey, guys. Let's welcome to another video today.
What's up, YouTube? That boy YB is out.
YB out. Yeah. Yeah, he out. He out. I don't know how he got that weight, bro. You know how he got that weight? Eating too many fucking Big Macs, man. Lay off the fucking Big Macs, bro. No, I'm gonna show some love to him. You know, I'm gonna drop a like. You know, I'm not trying to hate, but at the same time, lose some fucking weight. And I'd say it to his face. I don't give a fuck. I want him to be healthy. I think that'd be good if he, bro. You know how much views and shit he'd get if he documented his weight journey, losing his weight, as if he's not doing that for content, bro. His community would get behind him. He can inspire his community, bro. I'd be saying that to him, bro.
I do OnlyFans.
Oh! Trey! Run! Avoid like the fucking plague, bro. Avoid like the fucking plague. What are you doing? Get out of there. End the call.
Oh, you do OnlyFans? Trey, I got you one. I got you one, Trey. I got you one, Trey. You do OnlyFans?
Yeah.
What are you doing? He fucking the chair? What are you doing, man? You should learn more about Trey's law. His law is crazy. He told me a bit. It's a lot to remember, though. There's a lot of fucking names, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with him. There's so many names, bro. Like, his chat came in and changed their names to, like, people in his family and shit. They know where he lives. He's been swatted. Horrendous.
Hey, look, my dream is to collab with an OnlyFans girl. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna bullshit.
Come on, Trey, bro. You want your meat on the internet, man? Come on, bro.
But look,
his chat's crazy, I know.
Together, I gotta have on a ski mask, like real shit. My face
I know, bro.
Long, like saying I don't want niggas to.
Collaborating coming soon, bro. I'll let you guys know when it's up, but bro, it's gonna be nuts. His chat's gonna be coming for me, man. They come into my chat, they're like fucking crazy.
Like Osama said, and be like, damn, little is a bitch. Hell
No.
Yeah, you don't know if Trey was being sarcastic. Yeah,
Trey, you ready to take the? Y'all think y'all wanna show y'all face? Lil J, you wanna see him? Wanna see how you look?
Yeah.
I got a question. How tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
So Do It Collab will be in the beginning of April. Yeah. I was gonna do it tomorrow, but I want to make sure I got some good questions for him. Yeah, I know, he 5'8", bro. Yeah, no way he's 6 foot. I know, bro. I know. But next week, it's gonna be next for you, Draco, because you're in America. It'd be next Wednesday, and it'll be next Thursday for me.
Okay. Too dark skin. No, actually, you know what? I'll wait.
Nah, I'm dark skin. I'm dark skin.
5'2".
You 5'2"? Okay. Oh yeah, I could pick you up type shit.
Bro.
Yeah, the fun size motherfucker.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm kind of buff too. Like, yeah, man, I bench.
Ask this, bro. This chat's crazy, man. As if he's not blurring some of this shit out, bro. Trey, you gotta be careful how your community is. They could bet, bro. They could fucking. Someone could, bro. I'm not even gonna say it because I'm not gonna attract that sort of energy. But like, bro, fucking blur that shit out.
What's wrong with it?
Blur it out, bro.
Are able to. Oh, hold on. My bad. I'm finna go fix you right now. Nah, y'all finish talking. Keep talking. My chat talking to me. They said my shit.
She talking. Let her talk. Hey, go ahead talking to Jay. What you got to say?
If ever Trey blows up, his biggest enemy besides himself is his community. His older clips can get him cancelled. Yeah, bro. I know, man. I know. I'm going to try and help Trey. I think my sort of, my sort of personality could blend well and we could do some good content. I'm like so dead ass. I'm in his Discord and it's crazy. I know. They came to my Discord, started dossing shit about him and spamming random shit. I had to get him the fuck out of there. I had to pack him up straight away. They put like prawn in there. I was like, hell no, get the fuck out. He said some shit where it was cut out of context to make him look bad. But he was joking. Yeah, I know. His community's bad. And I thought he hated me because I knew his community would pop into my streams. And I feel like they were taking shit out of context with me. But he's chill. He's still down with me. Don't really all know his whole family tree. Yeah, bro. They know where he lives. They swatted him. They doxed him, got him swatted, and got him fucking locked up. It's fucking crazy.
I just want to say that.
Hold up. Damn! I gotta turn my camera on for this one. Hey, look. Yeah, I think she playing on my lead, brother. I think she playing on my lead, gang.
Yeah, I asked if he still fuck with you, and he said that he does. Yeah. Chill. That's good. When'd you ask him that, Joker? When'd you ask him that? Because I was worried. I was like, did his community, like, fuck shit up? Because he wasn't responding for a good, like, solid while. Because I reached out to him. Because I'm genuine, bro. I like to keep him like 2 days ago. Yeah, cool. Yeah, he's chill, bro. I like to keep shit genuine, you know? He knows how it is. He knows the content game. I'm always loyal to my people. Shout out to Jayco. Shout out to Trey. Shout out to Nockstar. Shout out to Tyson. No. This was when he, like, got out. This is when he got out. So just after, like, early February. Like, the day he dropped the video, I'm out. I messaged him why he was in there, obviously, and he couldn't respond. So I was hoping he would open it, but he never did. And then, yeah. And then he just never responded, so I just kept spamming the shit out of him here and there, and eventually he got wind and he spoke. So, you know, I know how it is. Fuck, man. Real shit going on. I get it. It's all good. Collaborating coming soon.
I think she playing on my lead. Hey, Lil Jay. Damn, Trey-Man, lagging. What the fuck? Yo, Trey-Man. You good? Hey, Lil Jay.
Hold on.
She lagging and shit.
Let me fix my shit over here.
Hey, Lil Jay.
How do I do that, chat? How do I fix it, chat? How do I?
Hey, Lil Jay.
Oh my god, bro. He lagging. Chat, she got the lays. She got the lays. She got those. She got the eye wiper blades, bro. You know the wiper blades on your car? Those are for eyes, bro. She got those wiper blades on her eyes. Shout out to her, bro.
Hey, where you from?
I'm from Orlando, but I stay somewhere else.
She's fine as hell, bro. She got the lilies. I don't know what she looks like besides that, but like, bro, why you acting shy? You share your body to everyone. You don't have that luxury of being shy, woman. Come on, bro. You're acting all masculine before. Any part is funny as fuck. Look at what she says. I'm excited.
I'm from Orlando.
Oh, Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah, I be out there in Florida a lot with my rich partners and shit. Like, Aiden Rose, know what that is?
Yeah, so how you know Aiden?
See, it's a long story. You heard me? One of my viewers pretending to be me and shit. That was like 2 years ago. Then we locked in type shit. Like, now I be going out there seeing him and shit. He be helping.
Okay, Trey, hold on.
He sees shit. Sure, is he capping about that? I know he follows him on Twitter. I know that, but is he capping, chat? Is he capping? Trey, are you capping? Are you actually that tight with Aiden? Are you that tight? I mean, if you are, shout out to you, but are you that tight? Girls say they shy, but they got so many... Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. They lie about a lot of things. A lot of them do. Not all of them, but a lot of them. I agree.
Hold on. Let me ask something real quick. Trey, you like what you see?
Fucking right.
Okay. Lil Jay, you like what you see? Like, he look good? What do he look like? Randall, why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me?
Oh,
Why are you looking at me?
You know what's funny is
She was flickering on like, you know, she was on a monitor, man. What were you doing, man? Pay attention. Trey's a fucking man, bro. He doesn't have time for this shit. He got a meeting with Aiden Ross, bro. What? Okay. What is going on here, Trey? What's the change up, man? What's these little Easter eggs? What's going on, man? What's going on in there, bro? What are you doing, Trey? What are you doing?
you know what's funny is Trap, like you know my
W Trey in the chat, bro. W Trey.
type. You know
Okay,
what I'm like.
okay, wait. Okay,
It
look,
is-
listen to me. I got something for you. Look, Lil J, look. Talk to him for a minute. And if you're not feeling him, listen. No, hold on. Time out. Trey, listen. Listen. All right, go ahead.
Look, he fucking stress smoking, bro. What the fuck? Trey? Relax, man. Relax. And your boy, you're not helping either. Fucking glitching in and out. Looking like EDP, bro. Come on, man.
Is that a cigarette?
I'm Chop.
You're not, you're just not my type.
Oh! End the fucking call. Hang up. See you later. What the fuck? Trey out here hanging out with Ada Ross. He's fucking he's taking that shit. The fuck?
Smoking it.
What's your type?
Why are you smoking cigarettes in the crib?
Bitch, what's your type?
Oh, you damn! Look at her face. Look at her face. That's probably the first time she's been called that. My God.
Hey, you can't call my dog no bitch. That's my dog, bro. That's my dog.
No. Hold up.
That's my dog.
Okay. He crashed out and he's trying to de-escalate, bro. Oh my God. What a fucking shit show this is.
My type, I like light skins and I like brown skins.
He's in the middle, man. Trey's so reckless, bro. I love it. He's in the middle. He's the perfect kite. He's the perfect cake you want, bro. What are you talking about, woman? He not light skin, but he not like darkness. He not like the curtain out back. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Trey's clearly dark skinned. Yeah, but it depends who you compare him with. If you compare him to like someone in Jamaica, it's a bit different. But he's obviously not like Dominican. I get that, you know? But like, bro, she out here, he's like, I mean, I get it. Like, you could say he's, for sure. Exactly. If you compare them to those boys in South Africa, different breed. But I guess in Texas or America, you could say he's dark skinned. I get it. But like, bro, she just out here just to fucking argue, just for the sake of it. See, even City goes on brown skin. He knows what's up. You're not saying he's like that curtain. You could argue he's brown skin, you know, for sure.
You're just not my type. You're not.
Let me hit you back.
Oh my God, bro. I'm sorry, bro. She chopped. She fucking chopped, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Trey, she chopped, man. Fucking get the fuck out of there, man. Get the fuck out of there, bro. You could do better, man. You don't need this chop shit. You can get some nice woman, bro. A good-looking woman. Not this shit. With the
Let me hit you back.
No, she beautiful. She your type, Draco. Hey, man, you can have her, bro. You can have her, man, by all means. But I want my boy Trey to have, you know, I want him to have the gourmet steak, you know, like a eye fillet, you know, like a beautiful steak. I don't want this KFC, you know. But she does OnlyFans. Exactly. She's a 2 automatically. Trey deserves better.
I'm streaming. Let me meet you guys.
What's somebody you would fuck with? What if I was rich? Your mind would look. This was wrong with
It
bitch.
wouldn't
I
matter
swear to
if
God,
you
if
were
I was
rich or
rich,
not.
her mind would have changed.
You look for a man.
Trapman eats KFC, yeah, bro. 100%, bro. He eat the whole bucket. No, we like Trapman. I'm sure he's gonna look at this at some stage, and this is not gonna age well. But fuck it, I'll say too. 10,000 buckets of chicken and fries, yeah, bro. I want to see. I'm gonna talk to him, man. I'm gonna get my opportunity. Be like, Trey, I want to talk to Trapman. I want to get him on his fitness journey, bro.
Agent R.
Did you not tell me you was already rich?
Nah, I said I fuck with rich pockets. I only got 50K to my name. That ain't rich.
Okay.
Okay.
Whether you have money or not, it doesn't matter to me. Why are you smoking cigarettes in the crib, though?
Man, I'm
Like that,
stressing,
you
saying,
just
like,
made it worse. Like you just made it 10 times worse.
I'm stressing. Hey, look though, can I get a like? Can I see your 2K bill?
Your 2K bill, bro. There's no fucking way. That face trap made, bro.
I only got 50K to my name.
Bro.
That ain't rich.
Okay.
Okay.
Whether you have money
Okay.
or not, it doesn't matter
Shane started smoking cigarettes.
to me. Why are you smoking cigarettes in the crib,
Oh,
though?
he's stressing, bro.
Like
He's
that,
stress
you
smoking.
just made it worse. Like you just made it 10 times worse.
I'm stressing. Hey, look though, can I get a like?
Smoking inside's kind of insane, bro. When you have a smoke detector going off, like, what are you doing, Trey? Plus, you're making the whole place smell like that. What are you doing, man? What happens if she wanted to come back to your crib and she's upset you smoking ciggies and it smells like cigarettes? What are you doing, Trey? Come on, man.
Can I see your 2K bill?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
She doesn't charge for... She charges. It ain't for free. Oh! Oh! Fun fact, in a lot of black households, the smoke detector be going off. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Draco. My smoke detector used to go off. Yeah, fair. Bro, she don't charge for free, though, bro. She don't give it out for free. She charged full payment, bro. $8.99 to see her full 2K build.
Because I just want you to look at yourself.
Jay,
Look at yourself right now.
Look, Jay.
What you mean?
Look, Jay.
Hmm?
Hold on. She said, look at yourself. Hold on.
What you mean?
She's an OnlyFans star. So what, $10.99? What's she charging, bro? What are we looking at? She ain't giving it out for free. She told Trey what was up.
Whoa.
Hey, this is the first L I took. I ain't gonna
Respect to her. She about business.
What you mean? Look at myself.
You and I, we do not, we don't look good together. You know what I'm saying?
What? No, I ain't gonna lie.
I bet she charges $30.99. $30? $30 bruh.
Turn up in this hoe. Oh my mama.
No.
Pull your fucking undies up, bro. What are you doing, Trey?
Chill. Bro, Trey, chill.
Why are you crashing out over me?
Don't crash. Chill, don't crash.
I'm
Chill.
literally nobody.
Oh my god, my throat.
Don't crash. Chill, don't crash. Bro, just spit your game, bro. You might get bagged. Spit your game, bro. You crashing. You gotta make her. Talk your leg, yeah. You just crashing, bro.
He puffing that like a fucking chimney, man. He's stressing. Trey, lock the fuck in, man.
I just don't like cigarettes. I think they're nasty. And if I were to sniff you right now, you'd smell like some real shit.
No, I smell like straight cologne and deodorant.
So, cologne, cigarettes, and deodorant.
Yeah, the best combo.
Yeah.
I look though. Besides the cigarettes though,
She got that voice though. She got that, yeah, you know. She got that real like jazz sort of like that speaker voice. You know what I mean? That's one thing I don't find her remotely attractive. I'm in a happy relationship with bro.
What though you off about?
She got that radio voice.
Besides
your hair.
Yeah, she got that radio voice
I
on.
don't like your hair.
Yeah,
I don't like it at all.
Yeah, she got that radio voice. Trey, you know what's up. You know what's up.
I just got a retweet.
Yeah, I do, bro. I do. I said that before.
Like 4 days ago, I swear to God.
Let me see. Come closer to the camera.
You see my shit?
4 days.
Yeah, and I be laying. Look,
I just don't like the way it's laid on your head.
That's just my hair texture. Like
I think sometimes women too, this is just my own perspective, they put on the voice a bit extra because they know it's like, you know what I mean? They know what's up. They know if they talk really softly, you will automatically lower your energy in your approach so you don't come off as too over the top. It is a manipulative tactic. Just keep it a buck. That's my perception on it all.
But why?
That's my perspective.
But why is it laid on your head like that? Like it just looks like a mop.
Oh my god, bro. Get the fuck... I'd say, listen here right now. You're chopped. Fuck off. That's what I would say. If I was in Trey's position.
You threw a mop on. You look like you got one of them teen wigs on your head.
Oh, hell no, bro. Hell no.
Trade, bro. Bro. Damn. Like, okay, look. Lil J, look. So you're not feeling this guy. Like,
no,
you wouldn't be friends or nothing with this guy. Nothing at all.
We can be friends, of course, but you're just...
Hell no.
You're not for me. Sorry.
Hey, look, Jay, can you rate me on a scale of 1 through 10 besides the cigarettes?
6.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
I mean, but you want him to rate you a 10, bro. If a woman really loves you or really finds you attractive, they're always going to look up to you. They're always going to give you that 10. They're always going to give you compliments. You know? The right ones. These Western women, these American, Australian, born women, they play hard to get, play all these games, and they think they're the prize. Don't get it twisted, bro. You're different. If you got to set a goal and you're trying to be different and you're a successful individual, don't do that. Friends are crazy. Yeah, fuck that.
That's not bad.
Fuck that.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Facts, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Type shit. Wait, can I see your 2K build though? Let me see if your build match your face.
No.
Terrible delivery, bro. Terrible
I don't
delivery.
stand up. I don't get on the camera.
She don't do it for free. She don't do it for free. She charged, chat. She charged. She about that business, chat.
Not we friends though.
Exactly. And you know what? Some of Trey's community, it sucks. It's the truth about guy streamers. Some of your community's gonna click the $30.99 to see what's going on. It's just the facts.
Chat on your ass.
Just the facts.
Plus, I'm wearing shorts too.
Oh, this is my first time taking an L, but like, I ain't gonna lie.
Damn, bro.
I ain't tripping. You hear me? I ain't tripping.
I can show you a picture of what I look like.
Yeah, show me a picture. Let's fuck up too. You hear me? I take the L shit.
Okay.
Why is she showing a picture? So it's bad quality, so people can't use this to goon? Is that why?
I like how you taking your...
Okay, she trolled. She built for this game. You should pay. Let's see, bro. I'm good, bro. I'm good. She's scrolling. She trolling. Yeah, bro. Fuck. She built for this. She built for this industry.
She a fucking trolls, man.
No,
hey, you streaming this shit though?
Yeah, she streams.
Yes,
yeah, go follow my dog.
She streams. There you go. She built for this.
Right now? No, I don't think so. You stream right now, Jay?
No.
Alright, look.
Nah. You should get Trey right. Trey needs to be more built for this industry shit. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him, man. I'm gonna talk to him. We're gonna have a good chat. I'm gonna try and strategize some things we can do together. He needs to be more PR trained because, freedom of speech is very hated on. Yeah, freedom of speech is good. Like, I say some things, but I talk about serious shit. I don't do the stuff that gets you trouble in his sense. I talk about the real stuff. That can still get you in trouble, of course, but not illegal shit. Not shit that's gonna get you fucking locked up, you know?
Look, Trey.
But that could change, governments are becoming more tyrannical, but yeah, bro, shit's insane.
Trey, I don't know. You look a little...
Right now, everything I've said on the internet is well within the justice system guidelines in Australia, so I'm chilling. For now.
I feel like you
Who knows? Things could change.
Like, you couldn't even fight Ray. Like, you couldn't even fight him. You couldn't even fight Ryan at all.
Oh!
I'll punch shit down. I'll punch shit down.
You couldn't even fight. You couldn't even fight Trap. Like,
I wonder if I called Trap EDP, I wonder how he would take it. I'd say, Trapped, you look like a new and improved EDP, and he's going to get mad. I'm going to be like, bro, the reason why I say that is because I want you to be healthy. You know? Document your weight journey. You'll go viral. You'll do well. You'll get healthy by it, and you'll inspire other people. And see him buckets of KFC and look like an EDP fucking lookalike 2.0. Just saying. Sometimes bullying is good for people, and I think it would help him. And it comes from a place of, you know, being genuine, not being rude or disrespectful. You know, this is the internet. If he's going to cry about it and take it personal, well then, you're EDP 2.0. Just saying. Fuck it. Fuck it, chat. Fuck it. And Trey, we need to work on your Riz, man. What the fuck? 2 seconds she shit tested you, and you started smoking like a fucking chimney, man. What the fuck happened?
Look at you. Look at you getting tight over.
Sit down. Hold on, Jay. I got one more person that want to join. He just
Constructive criticism, facts.
I want one person that want to
So you don't got no personality. You just a pretty ass bitch. Like
Oh my god, bro. He ready to sink this ship.
Stop calling her bitch, Trey. Stop that. Stop that.
I don't give a fuck. She a bitch, nigga. She acting like a bitch, so she a bitch.
Okay, we need better PR, Trey. Better PR, man. If you're gonna try the speed approach, you're gonna crash out. Don't half-ass it. This is how they make you look bad, bro. Look at this. What is happening?
What's wrong with you, man? Man, this nigga a bitch, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This wrong, bro. I swear to God, bro. Like, Chad, look, it's not. Look, it wasn't even a principle about like her not fucking with me. I could care less about that shit. It's more like this hoe trying to play on my top. Like, what the? Bro, who the
Yeah, bro. He should have. Yeah, his boys should have been there for him.
Fuck these hoes be feeling like, son. Real talk, man. I'm finna book, man. Bitch, don't flash, Trey. Bitch, don't flash, Trey.
This is the Trey we wanted to see. The crash out. W Trey. Damn little Trey. My god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That Banner Rogue mentality, yeah, bro. Insanity, chat. Insanity, bro. Fucking insane, man. Insane. How long have we been streaming for? I don't even feel tired right now. I still feel energetic. I can't believe the KSI and fucking Dylan Dennis fight got called off. Fucking crazy, man. So much for that, huh? So much for that fight. So much for that. Yeah. Great stream. Draco, thank you for and welcome to the community. Fucking love you. Make sure you be in here every single stream. I want to see you in here every single fucking time. Jamone, thank you for jumping in. I'm gonna be live tomorrow, chat. I'm gonna be live tomorrow. I'm gonna be live the next day, the day after that, I'm gonna keep going live. I'm gonna keep pushing through. I'll try to be here every time. Yeah, bro. Just be active in the Discord. Start sharing stuff. You know, I want to see you here. You know, I love you guys. It was a good stream. Mix of ups and downs with energy, but I love you guys. Yeah, let's go. W's in the chat, bro. W's in the fucking chat. W's in the fucking chat. Obviously, I wish the rest of the guys were here. I start a bit later than usual, so sometimes they go to sleep, whatever they do. But love you too, guys. Love you all. W stream, yeah. W stream, W chat. And I'll see you guys tomorrow live. Make sure to pay attention to all my streams. I'm going to post more. Also, Draco, what time do you usually start? Like an hour before I started today. So whatever time. So what is it now? 11, 10, 9, 8. So 3 hours ago for you is when I start every night. Just so you know. 8:30 Sydney time, Australia. That's the time I start. But hey, man, the Trey interview, I'm going to give you guys times because I might have to do it a bit earlier because of his time zones. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Go check out my vlogs, Draco. It's in a playlist. Yeah, some more vids in the Discord. Go check out my vlogs. Go check out my Australia Day vlog. You'll like that one a lot. It's in my vlogs playlist. I do like, can I send you suggested question to ask Trey? Yeah, bro, go ahead. Do everything. Fucking send me everything. I don't care. Be active. Be active in the Discord. That's all I want from you guys. Be active. But yeah, go check out my other content, Draco. Go check out my my informative vlogs in the playlist on my YouTube channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Be active in the Discord. God bless you all. Peace.